I'm joined at this hour by my guests. Former Indian cricketer Ashok Malhotra joins me. Also joining me on the show is cricket expert Anees Sajan. Ashok, thank you for coming back on the show. Would you say it's the rain, the clouds versus the Indian Pacers? Now India 3 wickets away from breaching the Centurion fortress?
Yeah, as of now, seems to be rain gods are a little away from Centurion. But the fact is, India has breached the fortress Brisbane and now on the verge of breaching the fortress Centurion. So definitely hats off to the Indian fast bowlers. You know, I've never seen an Indian pace attack with 4 medium pace. You know, it's a new history has been made, and the fact is, all 4 of them are capable of turning the game around. Although I still feel Thakur has been a little bit underpowered because he is always picking up wickets. He's man with the golden arm. You know, I know Siraj has been brilliant, Shami has been brilliant, so has been Bumrah. The fact is, Thakur could have been used a little bit more because he picks up wickets when others fail. So definitely, Kohli probably has missed that trick too by not bowling sharp the entire morning.
Anees, would you say this is Indian pace bowling at its peak, the best that we have seen in recent times?
Oh yes, 100%. If you talk about from the England series, and in fact before what we did in Australia with our second string bowlers, they've been at its best. And it started actually in 2018. If you see, you remember we winning the 3rd Test match, and from that time our pace attack has gone up. And you have to give it to Bumrah, Shami, as well as Ishant Sharma, who's also done wonders. And now we have Siraj. And like Ashok Malhotra was saying, if Thakur is also given enough bowling, he also will contribute. But India has enough pace battery. Now India is a team, which wins not only on spinners. That's why we are winning abroad, because of our pace attack.
And, just talking about how well Mohammad Siraj has performed, we know Mohammad Shami, he's been at his peak, and so has been Jasprit Bumrah. But Siraj, he seems to have brought out a different level of intensity, Ashok.
Absolutely, and he's very energetic. You know, be it fielding, be it bowling, he's always smiling. He's like a smiling at so definitely a wonderful bowler, and who always delivers. You know, he's nice workhorse, which Ishant has been up to now, and he does with a very smiling face, and he's always at the bat. He's always bowling wicket. He does not give much of a room, and swings it both ways, plus bowls a good Yorker, a good bouncer. So he's man for all seasons. He's somebody who can keep the batters quiet in case it's not falling. So, and can bowl 20 without a worry. So definitely a very, very big plus with Shami and Bumrah around him. This can be a very lethal combination.
Ashok, let me ask you, Mohammad Siraj throwing the ball back at Temba Bavuma, which hit his ankle, would that fall under violation of spirit of cricket?
I hope not, but surely he should not have done that. He'll learn as he goes along, because he's still young and wants to probably win everything. Maybe he was a little bit agitated. He defended a good delivery very well. So, but it is not a done thing. Definitely, I hope it is not against the spirit of the game. I hope so, because I hope Mac Risley overlooks it.
Anees, India 3 wickets away from a win. Do you hope this is going to be the last session? We do know clouds are gathering behind Centurion right now.
Oh yes, before coming on the show, I just saw the weather forecast. It says 4 o'clock. It should rain in Centurion. That is 4 o'clock South African time, which is 2 o'clock UAE, so 3:30 UAE. So we have 2 hours to wind up this. We don't want to take chance. This is a golden opportunity to breach the fortress of Centurion. 2 hours is good enough, and in 2 hours we should be able to get the new ball. That is important. After 14 overs, the new ball is due, and when the new ball is there, it does a lot on this wicket, especially. You get a lot of bounce. And I'm sure that's why he's got Ashwin in the attack, so that he can get through the new ball.
Right. Ashok, while we are talking about the performance of the Indian pace battery, do you think that this match should have been finished long before now? Because we've seen some edges, some catches being dropped in the morning session. Indians were not at their peak when it came to fielding.
Especially the cotton bowled by Shami. It was an easy catch. Somehow I don't know how he missed it, but that can happen because in the follow through, when ball comes in, you expect it to come much quicker, and it was quite a dolly catch if I may say. Yes, India will lose their chances, but the fact is, as Anish said, it's still too asked, which should be enough on this wicket. And as new ball is due, definitely, I think it will be a game set and match to India. I've got no two ways in my mind, but a rain can be a really party popper kind of a thing, because it can be, and especially when you know it is coming, and the weather forecast normally are good in this format.
Anish, the South African captain scored 77 runs. Temba Bavuma has been very, very tenacious. But would you say that in the end, those 123 runs by KL Rahul is what is the difference between these two sides?
Very much, Rika. If you see the openers, Mayank and Rahul putting on that opening partnership, and then the partnership between Virat Kohli and Rahul, and as well as Ajinkya Rahane. So this crucial runs, and as you said, Rahul's innings is the difference between the two innings, because a 70 and a difference between 120 by Rahul is a big difference. And the second highest scorer was from them, Bavuma, 50. So rest all have not contributed. If you see the likes of De Kock and all scoring 20, 30, if you want to save a test match or to win a test match, you need to score more than 50 and 60, or probably 100, which Rahul has done.
Ashok, the difference between these two sides, would you say Indians were out there to win and South Africans were there with a mindset of saving the test match right from perhaps the second session of day one?
I guess so. They knew how difficult it is to bat in Centurion pitch. And the way, as Anish said, Mayank and Rahul's opening partnership turned the tide in favor of India. Because it was a difficult wicket, it was a fresh wicket, and the fast bowlers were raring to go. Definitely, that opening partnership is the one which has made India win. I'm not undermining the bowling. The fact is that opening partnership was changed the game in India's favor. But the fact is, as you very rightly said, they are on the defensive. South Africa. In old days, when we used to go abroad, they used to make lead of wickets, and the medium pace would, wipe off our batting line. But now we have got 4 medium paces. We are probably better placed than all the foreign countries. That is why we are winning most of these series outside India.
Right, that has been the target of Virat Kohli's team, to win abroad. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the show at this hour.